All right, good morning, guys. So we have a long run today, a little bit later in the day, probably closer to 7:30, 8 a.m., which is nice. Slept in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and take 2 scoops of Go One More, so about 40 carbs here. I have this handheld water bottle, which is new, right? So I'm going to use this on my run. It's about 18 ounces of water. I think I'm just going to go straight water here. And then I have a new pair of shoes. I'm going to show you guys when I get to the running location. It's a little wet outside. They're very bright. I don't want them to get too muddy, but I'm going to make sure I run on a place with pavement, right? So I'm going to avoid grass as much as I can. But we're going to go ahead and get 2 scoops of Go One More, 40 grams of carbs here. Fill up my Nathan water bottle. I got to finish cooking breakfast here. Long run, workout, and then I will show you guys the studio update tomorrow, the new gym that's opening early May, right? I'm going to give you guys an update on that. So let me go ahead and get these 2 scoops of Go One More mixed up with my water bottle here, and then get ready for the run later. And now I'll go ahead and show you guys the shoes right before we start. Alrighty, guys, good morning. It is currently cold as hell. It's 42 degrees out here. I think I'm slightly underdressed. I just have this long sleeve on, and these shorts and these socks. Yeah, I think I might have underestimated it for the day in terms of temperature. So it's pretty cold out here, but it's not going to stop us. We're still going to go on a run. I have the Dick's Sporting Goods shirt. I have the Dick's Sporting Goods shorts, I think. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But let me just run through everything that I'm going to wear today. So I'm going to put on my belt here, right? This spider belt, I think it's called. I wear this on my runs, right? It's enough room for me to put my phone, my key tab, like at least my key, this thing right here. So we're gonna go belt, key. I'm not gonna take the water with me. It's not warm enough for water. I'm not gonna sweat enough to like make the water really worth it. But I'm gonna take 3 gels with me, right? So I got 3 gels. I got 1 of the apple cinnamon, and I got 2 of the pineapple, I think it is. Mango, yeah, the mango ones. So I got 2 of these. And then for the start of the show today, it is wet, so it's probably not the best move, but we're gonna let it rip anyways. We're gonna go ahead and go with these New Balance running shoes, right? So it is wet outside, so hopefully they don't get too messy. But we're gonna go ahead with these Rebels. So let me show you these real quick, right? So we got these New Balance brand new fuel cells that we're gonna rock today on the run. I'm gonna go at least 10 miles. I have a number in mind that I wanna finish the run at, but we're not gonna announce that until we finish the run. So we're gonna go ahead and play my favorite podcast, which is the one where I get a lot of like my market information and business information from, right? It's gonna call the All In podcast here, right? So we're gonna go ahead and rock that, and then the 3 gels, and then the shoes right here, and that's gonna be it for the run, and I'll catch you guys afterwards. All right, let's go ahead and put these on real quick. So we got the Birkenstock. Go ahead and take that off. Pop this thing right on. I love these shoes. The last one I have with the blue ones, when I do my marathon towards the end of the summer, I'm gonna go ahead and get the same shoe, except the one with the carbon plate in it. I've never worn a carbon plate. These ones are not carbon plated. These are just the fuel cells. I forget the name of the carbon plated ones, but I think those are gonna be the ones I use for like my actual big runs, aka marathons and Ironmans and stuff like that. But for right now, we're just gonna stick to these shoes. Still gotta tie them, but they're just such a nice shoe, such a good turnover. They feel so good on the feet, so light on the feet. So let's go ahead and get these things tied up, ready to go, and knock out some miles this morning. All right, so we're 6 miles in, average heart rate 150. We're pushing about an 8:38 pace. We have 8 more miles to go. It's gonna get me to 15 miles, that's the goal. I'm down 1 BPM gel. I got 2 more gels left. I potentially had to be back home for my client on Saturday, but they went ahead and rescheduled for Sunday. So we're gonna go ahead and just finish up this run here. No rush now, which is nice. The shoes, a little dirty, but that's what running shoes are all about. So check out where I am. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't that gorgeous? So, yeah, beautiful place to run. Very happy about it. Massive bridge right here. This one actually over here is a drawbridge, which is pretty dope. But yeah, So yeah, we got 2 more miles. I'm gonna throw back this apple cinnamon one. That's gonna be at mile 8, and then I'm gonna do 1 more mango at mile 12, and that's gonna be that's gonna pretty much finish up all my food and carbs for the run. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this up. I think I might be able to set a PR for a half marathon today, but yeah, let me put my phone back, get ready, and hit some miles. Alrighty, friends, we are done with that run. We did about 13.5 miles. The goal, I think, I wanted to go 15, but I ended up going 13 and a half. A few reasons why. The right knee started bothering me a little bit. The weather out here is also just horrible. Like, it's cold. It's like high 30s, low 40s, and it's windy and it's rainy and it's absolutely nasty. And frankly, also, I told my buddy I'll work out with him at noon. So I got to get home, shower, eat, and then get ready for the gym. So I'm limited on time that way as well. But overall, it was a good run. With these conditions, I did set a PR too on my half marathon time. I got exactly 1 hour and 52 minutes, which is about an 8:33 pace. That's about 5 minutes off my time I did, I think 2.5, 3, probably 4 months ago. I think it was just about 4 months ago for the half marathon right before Christmas that I filmed a couple of months back for YouTube. So yeah, it's a 5-minute PR. I'm happy about that. But overall, it felt good. It wasn't my best run in terms of just feeling because I think it was just so cold and nasty outside. The shoes performed really well. They got a little dirty, which is fine. But these shoes are by far my favorite running shoes. So between these pink ones, the New Balance Fuel Cell pinks and the New Balance Fuel Cell, the blue ones I have, those are going to be the 2 shoes I'm going back and forth with for the majority of the time. I think most of the time. So the plan for the rest of the day is Rachel's finishing up a test. I will be going home, showering, eating, going to the gym with my buddy Charles. I think Rachel will also be there after her test as well. And then I don't really think there's much planned for the day. I do know I'm going to wake up tomorrow and do some tempo runs. I don't exactly know what I have planned yet. I'm going to let ChatGPT figure that out for me. But yeah, that's going to be the weekend. But overall, I give the run a solid 7 out of 10. I felt strong at points. I felt my legs felt heavy at some points. I got to fix up my my split right now because I'm doing leg days on Fridays, which I think are kind of tough because it makes my legs heavy on my Saturday long run. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to adjust that. But overall, it felt good. I just set a PR for my half marathon, so I guess I can't be too upset about that. But yeah, let me go home, eat some food, and I'll catch you guys later in the day. Alrighty, friends. So we are done with work for the day. I did not take you guys to the gym, but I'm gonna actually go on a speed run right now. 103 grams of sourdough bread here. Rachel's gonna come with me, right? So hopefully I can get some different filming shots. There's a tub right there. Yeah, so the goal is to get some extra shots of filming. I don't know exactly what workout I'm gonna do yet. I still gotta look at that. But we are gonna do a track workout a little bit later. It's 12:18 today, right? So it's 12:18 today, so it's a little bit later, but that's okay. I had one client this morning on Sunday, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and eat this, maybe a little bit of honey, and then go rip some miles with Rachel. So I'll catch you guys at the track. Alrighty, friends. Oh, it's 1 p.m. and we're here back at the track. This time my lovely girlfriend's here. We're gonna go ahead and do another speed workout. Like I said, we're gonna do I think last week I did a 12 by 400s at like a minute 15 pace, I think it was. It was really fast. But today we're gonna do 6 by 800s, right? So a total of 3 miles. We're gonna go for a 325 to a 328 pace, right? With the intention of hopefully each one goes down a little bit quicker, maybe getting sub 325s towards the end. I'm gonna do a 10-mile warm-up. Sorry, a 10-minute warm-up. Right, so I'm gonna do a 1-mile warm-up and then go ahead and get into the paces after that. This should be a decent workout. 6 by 800 is quick.
So I guess that's like a 6:30 pace. It's not too bad. We'll see if I can hold it up. Last week when I did this, my right knee was bothering me a little bit on like lap 1, lap 2. Towards the end, I didn't really hurt anymore. But I don't think that's because it got better. I think it's because I just kind of ignored it. Yes, friend? Do you want to stretch me out? You want to stretch me out? No? Are you sure? Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I've been having some knee pain. Nothing crazy. Just like, I think it's just like runner's knee. It's right underneath my patella, kind of like where the bone is. I think I should have wore a short sleeve shirt today. We're gonna be sweating our ass off. I got one gel. I went ahead and had a piece of sourdough. You guys saw that. And I had a toaster strudel actually for breakfast with 2 scoops of BPN protein powder. And that's pretty much it today. With the sourdough, I did have some honey and salt though, so that should hopefully help me out on this run. And then later, I'm gonna go to the gym, work out. I got lower body, I'm gonna do deadlifts. Hopefully film that for you guys. We'll see. See how much I can get filmed. Actually, I feel pretty good right now. Oh, boy. I think I feel better because it is like 1 p.m. It's not like, 8 a.m. when I usually come, so we'll see. It's so crazy to me, like a track like this exists and no one's out here. Isn't that nuts? Like, your tax money pays for this, and no one utilizes it. All right, let's go ahead and get this 1 mile started. Probably go for a 9 to 9:30 pace, and then we'll go ahead and start ripping the actual race miles. 6x800s, 325 pace. Let's do it. All right, so we did the 1 mile warm up. It's done. It was a 9-minute pace. We're gonna go ahead and do our first set of 6 sets, 800 meters. Each 800 meters is a 325 pace. So each 400 meters is gonna be a 1:42 pace. So that's what we're going for here. 90-second break between each lap, each rep. I have a feeling it's probably gonna be closer to 2 minutes because that's a very abrupt break. So we're gonna give it a go, film as much as I can, and let's go ahead and get started. See how this first one's feel. That's a 6:30 minute mile. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we have 3 800s down. We have 3 more to go. Pretty good. I'm moving at a 315 per 800 instead of 325. I think I messed up the calculations in my head for the first one, so I'm just gonna keep it there. The one thing that's not going well is my watch. My Garmin's not tracking my heart rate correctly. My Apple Watch is saying like 176 to 179, which I know is a lot more accurate. My Garmin is saying like 140. Which I know is not accurate, which is kind of sucky because I think the whole point of this workout is to increase my VO2 max. So if it's getting that wrong, then that means it's probably not going to help increase my VO2 max. But anyways, it is what it is. We're going to go get back to it. We got 3 more to go. And after this workout's done, that puts us at 4 miles for the day. All right. So let's go ahead and make sure that the mic's working. All right. So week 2, I think they added some paint here. I know the mats have shown up. So let's go in and just see the additions, see the subtractions, hopefully more additions. All right, here we go. Let's go. Boom. Oh, wow. It looks so much bigger now since they took out the middle things. As you guys see, so this area had all the other mats. The mats are gone now. Over here, you can see these are gonna be the floor mats that we have. Looks like they also ripped out the 2 mirrors. Dude, you can already tell.
Like if you look at these mirrors right here, just how much bigger this place is gonna look. So just a few things. So here's all the mats that we're gonna put across the whole floor. It's gonna go across the entire floor here, even for like the entrance area. We're gonna have the mats. We decided that we took down all the fans. We're just gonna eliminate all the fans. Kind of looks ugly. We don't need those. Lance went ahead and brought up one of his ARC Cybex warm-up machines here. We got the wall painted all blue. We got the primer, looks like we got the primer down on both sides of the walls here. There was a black painting up there that's no longer there either. I think the blue really ties everything together. They took out all the benches too, which is nice. So benches are gone. Let's see what they added in over here. It's weird that that's the light for this hallway. So it looks like they took down the bathroom sign here with the little boxing people. Oh yeah, cool. So we want it to be, I think this wall right here is gonna be blue right when you walk in. And then we're gonna keep this wall gray, or we're gonna keep that black. I'm not 100% sure. But we got the bathrooms here. They got a blue accent wall there, which is awesome. They got the walls painted here for gray. Ooh, they got my office painted, which is exciting. There you go, you see that? That's gonna be the blue wall there. I'll probably put my desk right over here in the corner. That's exciting. Then back in here, let's just take a straight shot back here. So we got another blue wall over here. So gray over here, gray, gray, blue wall here. We still haven't quite decided what we're gonna do with this room. I have my ideas, but also those ideas may not work just because it's like a solid room. I want to put an ice bath and a sauna in here, but you know, water and paint might not be the best move. Insurance may not like that, but that's what I want. All right, so let's go back down this hallway. You just pop the camera in here. It looks like they added the kitchen. They took out some nonsense and they put the gray walls up, which is nice. What I did on my end is I went ahead and the past week I added BGE and internet, so we should have those up and rocking and rolling soon. So I might actually start working office stuff here, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. But yeah, so that's the updates. We got paint over here. We took out all the benches here. We got our first piece of machinery, exciting. We got all the mats here. Once we have the mats down, this room's gonna tie everything together. Then once we add the mirrors to the blue wall, I think it's gonna start really looking like a gym. But yeah, that's that. Next week, I will show you guys the updates. I'm assuming it's gonna be the mats. And then the week after that, we should have the equipment and then we should be good to go. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching.